Right, morning. It's now about 10 to 6 and I've been up for about half an hour. I've got the stove and everything ready. But that's just me. I'm just an early riser. How are we doing this morning? Not feeling too great?
Oh, fine. I can feel like a runny nose and a sore throat, which isn't encouraging. So I've decided I'm just going to ignore it.
How did you sleep?
I've had more comfortable night's sleep, to be honest. I think I need to... we should have crossed the snow down.
That was a massive schoolboy error.
Yeah, it was fine. I mean, you'd wake up, go out to piss, and then go back to sleep and wriggle about and figure it out and stuff. It's the first night, so we're getting used to it.
Exactly. Right, well, here we be. So, how does the world look? Half the dogs are awake. A little bit cloudy. It's not massively cold. It definitely is minus. So we'll let's get some water on the boil and get some breakfast done. So these are liquid fuel stoves that we're using here, and the great thing about these is that obviously it's liquid fuel and you can pretty much use anything with these, like diesel, kerosene, paraffin, petrol. We're using a specific Primus fuel for these, and it works very much like a Tilly lamp or a Coleman's lamp, that you've got to preheat the burner first by adding a bit of fuel in, and then you can ramp it right open and get the heat there. And then the best way to melt snow is to stick your pan on, like your water bottle that you had in your sleeping bag. Add a bit of that into it. And then you can harvest some snow. Morning. Right, let's go say good morning to the dogs. Now, if anyone sees these dogs laying here like this and thinks that they're cold, they must be freezing, look, these two off at the front here, they've actually kicked off their coats because they've got too hot during the night. So let's say good morning. Yes. And yourself. Time to do some running today, hey? Time to do some running. And then there's the final two. This one's a terror. He just wants attention. Hey? Hello. Yeah. I've got nothing for you. You're so warm. Right. Let's go get a coffee. I have nothing in my pockets. Nothing. You can smell jerky. That's what it is, isn't it? Right. So let's go get some breakfast. So I don't normally eat breakfast. I'm going to force it down myself today. Let's go grab a coffee as well. So our team is all here. So Gartan's ready to save the world. We've got loads of water done, as you can see down there. We've bought loads. We've refilled the thermoses. The water bottles are done. His breakfast is on the go. The girls are all having their breakfast and everything as well. So this is our team, and you can see everyone spread out all across this lake.
So there must be little twigs and things in some of the snow that were melting for water. So it's some extra fibre in my water this morning.
Right, so pretty much all done. All I've got to do is put the tent away. All the water's been boiled for the day, so the thermoses are full. Water bottles filled up. I haven't had any breakfast because I really struggle to eat those meals first thing in the morning, but I'm just going to have a bag of biltong. But everything is done. Just got basically the tent to pack away. Everything's out of the inner. Get the sled all packed up, get the stove away. And then I think we're following along this lake for the first part of the morning, but what a beautiful day. It's they say it's going to be about +2 for the duration of today. So a nice long trip on the sled, but it was definitely nice to have that that little couple of hours yesterday just to get the feel of it. But yeah, still can't believe this. This is absolutely amazing. How quiet it is when the dogs stop. All right, so the dish brush to get most of the frost off the tent. Right, let's get loaded. In goes the tent. Lovely. Is that the shovel as well in there?
No, shovel back.
All right, okay. And we'll put this on the top, just in case we need it, but I don't think we will. Let's get the last bits loaded up. So my water bottle and stuff are going in the bottom and down there. And they're just a bag to go in the front now. Right, well, as you can hear, we are now pretty much getting ready to head off. Dogs are all harnessed. They're all keen to go. And what a cracking day. So it's probably about 30k that we're doing today. And most of it is across this lake, and you can just see the mountains just in the distance, just over there. Okay. Right, and off we go. Well, I don't think we could have got a better day for this at all. Look at this for conditions. This is fantastic. These things just go. They are just like ADHD kids on amphetamine. They're just full of it. Look at them. Absolutely amazing things. And what a cracking day. Such an experience this is. Such an experience. And I tell you, the people on this are just absolutely fantastic. It's amazing how you all sort of come from all different walks of life and religions and corners of the world, but you're all the same people. The Fjallraven people. So we've got about 30k to do today, I believe, until the next camp, and then from then it's another big day after that, and that's when we head up into the mountains above the tree line, and it starts to get a bit different. So the whole idea with the sleds here you've got two brakes, and I'll show you those a little bit later on. So you've basically got a stop, which is two great big stainless steel spikes that you push into the ground, you know, if you really need to slow down quick. And then you've got like a rubber mat there that you literally just step on just to slow down a bit. You can almost stop with it if you put a lot of weight onto it. And then like here, we're just coming around the corner, so I'm literally just onto the left-hand skid, leaning over as you come around the corner, just trying not to catch an edge. And now we're onto the flat. And this is beautiful coming through here. So we've just gone past a little bit of civilization, a couple of cabins. We had 30k to do today, so maybe we'll get it near the end. It's just about midday, so gives us plenty of time to get set up, have something to eat, get these dogs fed, because we've got to learn how to feed the dogs as well now. So we've got to look after them, and then maybe you can meet some of the rest of the team. Right, and here are the first flags on the second day. So this is camp, and it's about 12:30. And what a beautiful, beautiful camp this is. Look at this. Thank you. Oh, this must be like the 4x4 section. Right, so now time. These things have been absolute workhorses, hey? So we're going to get the harnesses off now, get them clipped onto the line, and then it's afternoon snacks for these, and then I think a soup for me, and maybe a bag of jerky. Do you fancy some jerky? Did we get given a map and a compass?
Yes, I've got
Oh,
it.
you've got it, right. Yeah, I cut. What a life you have, Jan. You think so? Yeah. Don't know whether it's just snow though.
You ever have to set up a tent in really adverse conditions?
Yeah.
say so.
Super warm day. So tent's pretty much all set up. Kjartan's dug the hole in the bottom there, which is really good because it gives you so much more headroom in the tent. It gives you the ability to sit in the inner, put your boots on. It just gives you loads more space, and you've also got a little table there to put your bags and everything on. I'm just going to set up my sleep mat. So I've got the Flextail R09 here that I've been using, and it is a really good bit of kit, to be honest. I was a bit dubious because it's rated down to -35, and I wasn't so sure how well it would go, but it was super warm. What I thought would be a problem, it has a built-in pump here which is rechargeable, and I wasn't too sure how this would work with a cold, but it seems to be doing all right.
How to create a fire for yourself. Maybe not for every night, because that would be a hassle to do, and it's hard when it's windy. Maybe someone wants to use this fire pit, then we can just keep this one going. But yeah, I want you guys to try.
Right then, so we've had a little bit of a little lesson on fire lighting, which is not really any issue for myself, but it's obviously some of these guys have never done anything like this before, and we're going to get some reindeer meat.
Me.
You've never done it before? Oh, this is going to be great then.
But I'm so excited.
Honestly, you'll love it. Absolutely
Not
love
by
it.
a fire stick. Usually a match I can light a fire, but
we're going to get given some reindeer meat and some flatbreads as well, which is going to be great. So the plan is that we're just me and Angelina are just going to boil up some water. Kjartan and Juliet have just gone to get the meat and the firewood. We'll get some water done, fill up the thermos, get the water bottles all sorted out, and then we've made this fantastic little area down here. We're going to do some fire starting, which I'm looking forward to, and cook some smoked reindeer meat, which is my favourite meat in the world.
It is.
Oh,
And I
thank
kept-
you. Thank you.
I kept falling into the snow.
And so would you like to make a little
Smoked reindeer, it's actually coming right off the sinew there, so you know it's good. This is for you,
thank you.
Martin.
So my absolute favourite meat in the world. So this is raw, lightly smoked reindeer meat. It is just the best.
You're filming. You know, more than a couple first dates I've had. This is like typical Finnish thing where you're trekking out to an island first thing in the morning and doing this kind of stuff.
Yeah. You're right. Off we go. Whoa!